What's up guys, my name is Polma and welcome to another video of mine. Today I want to give you guys 5 tips for Warlords of Draenor. But before we start with the tips, I just want to say that you might know some of these tips, and these tips are aimed at people who are just starting out with the expansion or who, haven't played all that much in the expansion. If you've been playing since the beginning of the expansion, there's a good chance that you will know a few of these, but I hope they will be useful nonetheless. Anyways, let's get started. So, tip number 5. Install HandyNotes and HandyNotes Draenor treasures. Now, I'll give a link to these add-ons in the description, but let me talk about the add-ons first. So, HandyNotes Draenor treasures, what it does is, it puts a little tooltip on the map wherever there is a Draenor treasure. Now, why would you want Draenor treasures, you might ask? Well, Draenor treasures is these garrison resources, loot, pets, or toys that are randomly scattered around Draenor. You can only pick these up once, but finding them is the hard part. So this add-on has actually done everyone a huge favor by marking on the map wherever these Draenor treasures are. And once you've picked one up, well, it disappears from the map. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to walk around and pick up free garrison resources, free loot, free pets, free toys. It's a very, very nice add-on and something I would recommend everyone installs when they initially start leveling. The garrison resources is very useful to leveling up your garrison initially. You can actually get some okay gear here. You can get, in Nagrand, I think you can get up to 620 item level, which is normal instance 100 gear. So a very, very nice little bonus there. Okay, tip number 4. Do the bonus objectives when you're leveling up your characters. Now, these bonus objectives are one-time only events that you can do in all the different zones. So by doing these events, it's usually something like kill X amount of mobs, loot X amount of things. You can see them on the map. Once you've completed one, it disappears from the map. But the reason you want to do these bonus objectives is the experience. The experience from these is insane. You get 4 or 5 times the amount for a normal quest, but it doesn't take longer than a normal quest really. So doing these is like a really nice boost. I believe when I was in Talador, every time I did one of these, I got 2-3 bars of experience within 10 minutes. So doing the bonus objectives is really something that will just boost your leveling speed, and I don't know, I felt it was kind of a nice little divergent from just doing quests all the time. Okay, tip number 3, streamline your followers. Now, it goes without saying that having a lot of followers is a good idea, right? You don't need a tip for that one. But you might have not thought that it's a good idea to actually sit down and put out on a piece of paper or, in Excel or whatever, notepad, whatever you want to do, what abilities does all my followers have and what abilities do I have a lot of or less of? Because that way you're going to be able to pick and choose between your followers much more efficiently. And you might not think it's very important, but it is really essential if you want to have the best odds of getting gear, the best odds of getting a high amount of gold is by having a balanced set of followers. So I've actually made a video I think it's like a week ago or something like that, about how you can optimize followers with spreadsheets. And I'll give a link to that. Yeah, I know, shameless plug and all that. You can do it however you want to, but if you want a way to do it, you can check out my video and see how I did it with spreadsheets. But basically what I'm trying to get at is, if you have a balanced set of followers, your odds of getting gear and loot and garrison resources, gold, whatever, is going to be increased because you'll be able to do more and your followers will statistically have a higher chance of fitting in as a group. So that's a very nice tip, I believe. Anyways, tip number 2. Garrison Invasions is something that a lot of people are aware of. Now, if you're not aware of what a Garrison Invasion is, it's basically this quest that you get every once in a while from the sergeant standing outside your main building in your garrison. And the way you trigger a garrison invasion is by going to the Apexis Crystal zones. So, you know, the place where you get your daily Apexis Crystal, the daily Apexis Crystal quest. These zones, if you kill enough mobs there, they will eventually get pissed off at you, and they will attack your garrison, and this will trigger this quest that you can start whenever you want. But what a lot of people don't know is doing this quest once a week, and this only applies once a week. Doing it once a week, you have a good chance of getting epic gear. Okay? So if you do it, you can do it in either bronze, silver, or gold rating. I suggest going in there with two friends. They can just join your garrison. They don't need the quest, and they'll get rewards as well. 2 friends join your group if you have a quest, and you set up a way to get gold. So you want to, you know, do whatever you want, you know, spread out, organize things, get gold rating, and you'll get 3 bags, and each bag has a chance of getting gear or mounts or just garrison resources, stuff like that. Like, even if you don't get gear, you still get garrison resources, but getting the gear is really nice. I got some shoulders the other day, 651. I got them Warforged, but if you don't have them Warforged, they're going to be 645. But that's something a lot of people aren't aware of yet. Garrison Invasions can give loot. Okay, last tip. Tip number 1. So a lot of people are very intimidated at challenge modes, and I feel it's somewhat justified. Challenge modes are hard, but I think a lot of people go into challenge modes with the predisposition that they're gonna have to do it quickly. But what I'm trying to say here is, if you just do the daily challenge mode, you can get a daily challenge mode quest on Ashran. If you complete that, no matter what time you do it, it doesn't even have to be bronze. You can just do it out of category, like do 5 hours in there, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. You'll still have completed the challenge mode, and you can turn in the quest, and you get a guaranteed 640 epic. Now, these 640 epics, granted, they have randomized stat rolls, but it's still 10 item levels above a normal, a heroic item that isn't Warforged. And honestly, it's good practice for everyone to do challenge modes. You might get better at them over time, and you will eventually get, you know, good times. But I think the reason people avoid them is because they're afraid that they won't get a good time. But I think if you just have the loot in mind, just do it for the loot. If nothing else, just do it for the loot. 640 epic is pretty nice, and it's just like the Garrison Invasion thing. It's just another epic that will help you be better prepared for when raiding hits here in a couple days. Anyways, guys, I've talked long enough. My name is Polma. I hope you were able to use these tips for something. I hope you guys are enjoying Warlords of Draenor, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Polma out. Take care.